JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, relative of former Spanish Town Don held with illegal gun and ammo. A 20-year-old man who is said to be a relative of a former Spanish Town St. Catherine Don is now in police custody, following a snap raid that led to a firearm seizure on Friday. The man, identified as Ronil Hope, otherwise called Ron, unemployed of Old Harbour Road, Spanish Town, was arrested at about 10 p.m. Reports are that a joint police-military patrol conducted a snap raid in the LUC Penn community, during which the accused was seen and accosted. During a search, a Zig Sawyer 9mm pistol with a magazine loaded with 14 9mm rounds of ammunition was reportedly found in his right front pants pocket. Hope has since been charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. Unidentified body found in Bog Walk, St. Catherine. The police in St. Catherine have commenced an investigation to get the identity of a man whose body was discovered in a river at a section of the parish on Thursday morning. The police reported that about 9 a.m., residents living in the West Prospect area of Bog Walk raised an alarm after they stumbled upon the male body, which was seen floating in a river in the area. The scene was processed by the lawmen, who removed the body to the morgue for post-mortem examination. The police are now asking members of the public for their assistance to identify the now deceased. 4 missing people returned home safely. 14-year-old Britannia Johnson of St. John's Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, who was the last seen at about 5:30 a.m. on Friday, April 9, has returned home safely. Orphea Green, 21, of a Chippenham Avenue address in Pembroke Hall, Kingston 20, who was reported missing on Friday, April 9, has returned home safely.
Okay. I'm here. I'm live and well. I'm just never contact no one. Her phone is dead, she said. Phone is dead.
45-year-old Angel Tinker, otherwise called Kay, of Arnett Gardens, St. Andrew, who was reported missing on Thursday, April 8, has returned home safely. And 18-year-old Tajay Hill, who was last seen at home in Granville, St. James, on Saturday, March 27, has also returned home safely. Government strengthens capacity to tackle illegal gun trade. The government is bolstering its capacity to intercept the trafficking of guns and ammunition into the country, as well as implementing a more robust legislative framework to punish those who engage in the illicit trade. Addressing the Let's Connect with Ambassador Marks virtual discussion session on Thursday, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, said strengthening the legislative framework is critical in addressing the issue of crime in the country. 80% of homicides are committed with firearms. We are in the process of having a new Firearms Act, which will increase the penalty for not only legal possession and use of firearms, but also trading and manufacturing. We are looking at a number of other pieces of legislation so we can have a more robust legislative framework in dealing with crime, Chang said. The other priority pieces of legislation are the Criminal Administration, Suppression of Criminal Organizations Amendment Act, the Immigration Restrictions Commonwealth Citizens Amendment Act, the Aliens Amendment Act, the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency Investigation and Prosecution Procedures, Regulations, and amendment to the Corrections Act. Chang said that the acquisition of critical pieces of equipment has been paramount in disrupting the guns for drugs trade. He informed that the Coast Guard, which is tasked with the maintenance of law and order in Jamaica's maritime domain, has been retooled. We have acquired 3 ocean-going vessels and a marine patrol aircraft, which is very effective in intercepting the boats out there, he said, noting that a coastal radar is to be installed. Meanwhile, Chang said that the positive engagement of boys and young men is critical in steering them away from criminal activities. We are deeply concerned about the continuing recruitability of our young boys, and we are going to ensure that we introduce programs to engage them positively from early on and correct some of the problems, even at the infancy stage, to prevent the continued replenishment of the gangs, he said. Police alert job seekers to fake employment agencies. The Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF) is urging job seekers, especially young adults, to ensure that employment agencies are legitimate companies before engaging in a business with them. According to the police, employment agencies are being used as a ploy to defraud people of cash and, in more serious cases, to lure people into situations where they are robbed or otherwise victimized. These fake agencies use different ways to advertise, but the use of social media is especially common, the JCF said. Job seekers are therefore advised to use the tool provided on the Ministry of Labour's website to verify that an agency is in fact an authentic business licensed to operate in Jamaica. The Ministry of Labour's website is mlss.gov.jm. In addition, the JCF is encouraging parents to get involved in the job search with their children and guide them accordingly. Young adults are also urged to seek guidance from their parents or another trusted adult before engaging an employment agency. Fake agencies employ many strategies, but some of the more popular ones include asking people to pay for uniforms, training equipment, or lodging. In some cases, they have also purported to offer lodging and meals to the job seeker, the JCF said. It added that such claims are usually false, and people should interpret any such claims as a red flag and seek help immediately. Above all, persons must trust their instinct. If something feels wrong or off, call the police immediately, the JCF cautioned. People may contact the police at the 119 number or Crime Stop at 311. Over 12,000 received vaccine on first day of blitz. The Ministry of Health and Wellness says more than 12,000 people received the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine yesterday on the first day of the ministry island-wide vaccination blitz. According to the ministry, preliminary reports have indicated that 12,488 received the vaccine. In a statement released last night, the ministry said 38% of the vaccinations occurred in the southeast region, followed by the southern region with 28%, while the western region and the northeast region contributed 19% and 15% respectively to the overall count. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton today announced that journalists with an ID, people over 40 with one or more comorbidities, people 50 years and older, and transport sector workers have been added to the list of people eligible to receive the COVID-19 vaccine as the blitz continues into its second day. Jamaica records 381 new COVID cases, 3 deaths. The deaths of 3 people from Kingston and St. Andrew has brought Jamaica's COVID death toll to 672. The country recorded 381 new COVID-19 cases, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 42,500. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the deaths were 2 men, a 48-year-old and a 54-year-old, and 1 woman, a 68-year-old. The ministry noted that included in the deaths is one of the 381 positives for the last 24 hours. Of the newly reported cases, there were 206 females and 175 males with ages ranging from 9 days to 101 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 81, St. Catherine 72, Manchester 43, St. Elizabeth 37, St. James 32, Westmoreland 29, St. Mary 27, Clarendon 22, Portland 15, Trelawney 10, Hanover 8, St. Thomas 3, and St. Anne 2. The country also recorded 111 recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 18,896. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.